Dear convicts, congratulations. You have been selected as the first in response team for the Agros project. Claywood Corporation welcomes you to the surface of Arcadia-7, located in the Rupture system within the URV-X galaxy. Your deployment marks the first operational presence in over 50 years. Previous efforts were discontinued. Your assignment is straightforward. Extract, process, automate, ship. The resources you produce are essential to Earth. Exploration is authorized. Documentation is encouraged. Compliance is mandatory. You were chosen not for your past achievements, but for your continued usefulness. Claywood Corporation believes in efficiency, even in the rehabilitation of its workforce. Each completed order reduces your sentence. Failure extends it. This world offers opportunity and redemption. Good luck.
Prisoner S8466, welcome to Arcadia-7. You've chosen to skip the recommended onboarding training. At the Claywood Corporation, we value that kind of confidence. I'm looking forward to working with you.
Testing comms. Testing, testing, testing.
What was that?
Oh, don't worry. It's only PO212, one of your colleagues. You're connected via audio, even when they're not currently active.
When they're not active?
The human brain can't go on for too long without stimulation. When sleeves are sleeping in the regeneration chamber, they get a constant audio and video feed of everything you do. They can also communicate with you. You'll also get this opportunity.
Everything I do?
Relax. You have nothing to be ashamed of.
That was some good training.
Alright, hello everybody. Welcome to StarRupture. So, we're just getting into the game here. I did skip the tutorial, so as you heard at the beginning already. I've gotten 7, maybe 8 hours of gameplay in this. So I got the gist of how everything goes. So we're just going to kind of run through here. So right now I'm just getting some of these plants and stuff around here. So these little hydro bulbs here give you water. So this game does require you to eat and drink. So there is some survival into the mechanics of it here. So we just want to make sure that we've got at least enough water and food here. We do have some survival food packs that came with us. So when you land, there's a drop ship over there. There's some of those in there for you. Now we're just going to go ahead and mine up some of these resources, so we can start getting our base set up down here. So this will be the location of our first base. Where we can get it started and start getting some of our machines here working. So there's 3 different types of ores in this game. You have wolframite or wolfram, which is right here. This copper looking stuff. We have titanium, which is right there, and then we have calcium, which this little thing is right here, and then we have an actual patch of it back that way. So we'll get to that in a minute. The first thing we need to do is to build our core. This is every building or anywhere you want to build, you have to have a core. So we go into our build menu here. You look up here, we got base core. Just gonna put this kind of right here. Don't want to kind of get in the way of our mines. So I think that'll work. And then we're going to have these spots here are to make mines. We could put 3 here. I think we could put like 4 of them over here. But we're only going to need 3 for now. But we're only going to do 1 for each of these while we start getting things set up. To build the mines, you're going to need to have the little candies. These little thingies right here. So to do that, we're going to need titanium and wolframite. So let's go ahead and mine some of that here real quick. And we'll go build some of those. The way the mining works is the longer you mine something, the faster it goes. You notice how quick it's going. But on the bars down to the bottom right, that is the heat of your miner here. So once it gets heated up, you're going to have to reload it or cool it down. So you can either let it do it naturally, or you can get up to here and hit R. I found out doing it this way cools it down a little bit quicker than waiting until it gets completely hot and having it to cool down itself. You look at the toolbar in the middle, the white part is what's being mined, and then the little lines beside it is the speed that it's at. So if that's all the way on the bottom, you're on the slower speed, but once you keep mining something, it'll go up. See, now you can see it's starting to go down. And the longer you wait, the more further down it goes. See, now it went down to another one. You can see that it's mining slower. Next bar is going faster, and now we're back at full speed again. So I'm just going to get some titanium here, and then we're going to get some wolframite or wolframine, and then we'll go build us some candies, and then we'll start building on our actual base. Now, since these are where these mines go, these do not get these do not go away. So like we were mining the asteroids and stuff, those will go away. None of this will. So this will always be here, so you don't have to worry about using it all. Alright, so we got 65 wolfram and 88 titanium. Should get us quite a bit of candies. Now I am playing in first single player, so because of that, we actually have a communication with the other characters. So there's 4 characters all together. Right now I'm playing as the soldier, but we will be able to switch through the characters as we go along. So there's going to be a way, if you start out with one character and you decide you want to change it to another one, you can switch between them. Each of them will have different dialogue for different stuff that you do, so that does make them unique and different. So if you're going along and you're getting bored with your character saying the same old thing every single time, you can change them out. And see right here, so we have these pods in here. So this is where you come in and you spawn in. You have these storage containers here. These have that food that we picked up. So you could come over here, and then if we decided we wanted a different character, we just click on it like that. So these are the 4 different characters that you can choose from. So like I said, we're starting out with the soldier, but there's the engineer, the botanist, and the scientist. You go through and see what different abilities and stuff they would have. So over here is our printer. So here's the little candies that we can print out, or what I call candies. So we'll click on it. So you notice it takes 1 wolfram and 1 titanium ore to build them. So we should be able to make 81 of these. So you can see the max that we can build right here. So now 810 actually. Oh, because it's times 10. So now we have 810 of them. It should be more than enough to get our base started. So let's head on back down there. So the first thing I want to start with will be the habitat. This is where we're gonna actually live and be able to put in our processing stuff. So like the printer and the stations up there, the pods, we'll be able to add all or build all that inside of our habitat.
Come here.
So we want to put it in a good spot.
Acquired.
Don't want it too far, but it's like we can kind of add it over here if we want to. Keep it up pretty high. We're going to put most of our processing stuff out here in this area. We can always put it like overlooking a cliff too if we really wanted to. I might put it over on this end. Maybe right here on this hill type. Yeah, we're going to put it right here. So we come in here, build our habitat. I'm going to build it up as high as I can build it. I'll do that for a reason. These are grid building. And then we're going to put 3 of them on top. You can only build 3 top as the height you could go. But now we have a huge big tower over here. Now we're going to put in a door over here. So here's all the items we can build. So here we already built our base core. Second one, we have our habitat and the stuff we can put in the habitat. So we have our windows, our doors, and our connectors. Then we have our energy. So we have our solar generators. We have our excavator or miner. We have a smelter on this one. Here we have our rails and our launcher. And then down here we have extra steps and platforms and pillar supports and all that kind of stuff. Okay, got us a nice big walkway to come up here. So we'll enter here. Put in our vertical connectors kind of right here in the middle. Let's take us to the top floor. So we're going to call this our viewing area, and you'll see why we're going to do that in a minute if you don't know anything about this game. Game's a little bit glitched out here, and that's the way we wanted to look out. But see, now we can look out into our factory area down here. Got a nice view of the mountains over here. So if you need to disassemble something, you can hit F, and it'll take that away. And then come back and build it again. I don't know why this is bugging out. Now this game is in early access, so there could be bugs that we come across. I haven't really come across many of them. That's the first time I've seen it do this. So I don't know what's going on with this part. At least we got a little bit of a bigger viewing area. Maybe it'll fix itself, because that one is there. But let's just come back down here. We'll come to our first floor. We'll add us a couple more windows down here.
I don't get it, Sam. What's so interesting in beetles or flowers?
They're part of the world we live in and are inextricably connected to it. We wouldn't exist without beetles or flowers.
We wouldn't exist without fundamental forces. Beetles and flowers can be easily replaced with automated systems. You can't replace electromagnetism.
You'd really want to live in a world without plants?
I wouldn't mind it.
There's one of the little conversations that we're going to have. So we'll put in our analyzer. This is going to give us some kind of a research point. We have our corporate terminal here. So this is going to tell us what we need or send. And then we have our printer. Put it back over this way. That's all that we could build in here. If we come over here to our station analyzer, we'll put something in here to analyze. We'll put these in here. This will give us data points. Of course, right here is the same printer that we had up there. So now we don't have to go all the way up there. Here is our corporations. So we're here to send supplies up to these different corporations to help Earth in a way for Earth to get its minerals and to eventually maybe even turn this into a new Earth. So each level has different things that we can unlock. To unlock them, we need to send certain items. So in this one, this will just tell you what we can unlock. But to figure out what items we need to have the launching system. So let's go ahead and build all that now. Still got 343 candy, so I'm going to need to get some more candy too. So this first little grind is going to be the longest part, but once we get this stuff processing, it'll be easier to build and get all this stuff up.
I need to survive.
So we're first going to build our first mine over here. So the arrows that's pointing shows which way you want the mine to come out. We're going to start our titanium one there, and then our wolfram is going to come over here. That. And then we connect them up using the rails. We have this rail system right here. So this is where the factory part comes in. So we're first going to put in one of these rails. This is what's going to kind of split everything for now. Might put it down this way like this. Build a rail coming from here, going into here. Now the way the rails work, where you started at is the direction it's going. So if we started here and we went that way, the rail will try to move backwards. So we need to make sure we're moving the rails in the right direction. We're gonna move this one, probably bring it over here. Like that. Then we're gonna do the same thing over here, put us a little Y piece right here. gonna need to connect one from up there, here, and here. So this one's gonna connect here, and then this one's gonna go out this way. So these are gonna go, first we're gonna have smelters and all that stuff back here, but we don't need those items yet. So I should move this one over one more, I think. These rails are gonna go to our launchers. I'm gonna put the launchers up this way. Our launchers are these right here. So this is how we get the items that we mine up to Earth. So they'll just launch them into orbit. So we're gonna build us a platform here. We'll probably put 4 of them out of candies. So let me go grind some of this mining down, and then we'll get some more candies. And that is turned sideways. I'll have to fix this too. Alright, so now that we got our launchers here, so I put in 4 launchers. You can build as many as you want. But especially starting right now, I think 4 is going to be more than enough. I'm going to split each line into 2 launchers. Just for now. This is going to be redone a little bit later as we go on through. But now I can pump each resource to each launcher. So if we come into the launcher here. So now you can see the corporations that we had on the screen in the base. But now it'll tell us what we need to send out. So we need titanium bars and wolfram bars. Once we send those off, it'll launch. You can send as many as you want. So you can have 5 launchers send just 1 corporation. It'll make it go through quicker. Or you can spread them out to as many as you want, depending on how many launchers you have. You can only do 1 type of level at a time per launcher. So you can't use 1 launcher to launch off different corporations. It has to be 1 kind of level mission at one time. So now we need to do the bars. So we're going to come back here and redo our process chain real quick. So we'll take this one out, take this one out. I need to build smelters. Before that, I'm going to try and get some power going. I want to put these bars back for now. I might be able to send power to a different way.
Hey, Chris, I heard you've got 3 doctorates.
It's true.
What for?
What for what?
What do you need 3 scientific titles for? Wouldn't you have rather focused on your work?
I see you're not familiar with the world of academia. Doctorates open many doors. They increase the probability my publications will get quoted, and I have access to a broader spectrum of theoretical knowledge. Plus, I did them all at once.
I prefer practice over theory.
And that's why you ended up as someone who does the dirty work.
I'll remind you that you're also here on this planet doing the same thing as me.
But with a completely different mentality.
We're going to go ahead and put in our solar panels. And connect this up to here. So this will give us kind of an electrical connection. So these are connected up to our launchers here. And if we take this, connect it to here, we should be able to connect our mines to the power too, or the rail will also send the power. I was hoping to send some power through before I run out of the candies, but I'm still going to need more candies. So it looks like I'm going to need more power too. Now these do not have to have direct light to the sun, so you can put them behind each other and they'll still produce the same amount of electricity. But let me go ahead and grab some more of the ores here so I can build some more candies. Again, this first part is going to be the longest part of the grind to do. Once we get these up and the mine running, we can actually grab the ores out of the mine, so we don't have to keep doing this. We can grab 100 each from each one, and that will give us over 1,000 candies, so that'll be a whole lot easier to do. Alright, so now we got power going on. Let's build our smelters. I'm going to build these lines so I can, like I said before, get the mines running so we don't have to keep mining like that. Just This makes this a little bit easier. So these will connect these mines up. See, it's running now. And then we'll build our smelters while we're getting all this set up.
I am detecting increased Ruptura activity. Prepare yourselves for a wave.
Put our first smelter right here. This one's going to do the wolframite. We'll put this one right here. This one's going to do the titanium. So you notice we got Rupture activity coming. Rupture activity coming. So we're going to have to take cover here in a minute. We still have a few more seconds to get this set up though. So we can put this one. I want to put it right here, but we got that line in the way. So I'm going to let these kind of run. We might come up here and grab as much as we can right now and get some more candy while we're waiting. So now we can grab those. Up here and grab this one.
Huh, nice.
Those could be running here for a minute. We'll come run over here back to our habitat.
Dehydrated.
Oh, stop whining. Let's come up here to the top to our lookout station. You know, so the windows did get fixed, so that's good at least. Get us some water here.
I advise caution. The fruit on Arcadia can alleviate hunger, but putting unknown things into one's mouth is rarely beneficial to the individual. Though, of course, it was beneficial to the development of civilization. Although this fruit is edible, that won't always be the case. Ruptura's eruption has started. Prepare for impact.
Here it comes. We're on fire. Oh yeah, this is going to be a great view lookout. We got the sun right here. No, it's not all flaming no more. Good look out of our process area. So now everything out there is very hot, so we can't go out there yet. So let's come down here and make us some candies. Should have more than enough to get everything started now. So for you to use an item, so like we used our hydrogen bulb, if you click on it, right click on it, hit use, that'll let us use it.
I feel stronger.
Planetary temperature returning to normal.
Okay, so the temperature's down. We still can't get out, but we can use our thing here and kind of defrost it. So now everything out here is all smoky and dark. Our processing systems are down right now. All the core kind of cools down. But now that we have this all set up, let's go ahead and build this smelter. Take these down now since we do have ores in both of those. They only, each of the mines only, or each of the miners only hold 100. So there's only 100 in each of those. But I can go ahead and connect this side up. So we're going to put the wolframite on the left two, the titanium on the left, the right two. Come in here, we'll hit E, and then we'll tell them what we want. We want wolframite bars. So now you'll start seeing them being shipped over from the mine. There we go. And then I'll start building the bars. We don't have them to be programmed to be pushed out yet. So they'll just stay in here. Again, only hold 100, I think. Let's do the same thing with this one. With our smelter.
Sam, have you been off Earth before?
No, this is my first trip into space. And a very distant one.
I bet the change in gravity is giving you problems.
A bit. Everything's a little different.
You'll get used to it. The spacesuit is like a second skin to me now.
Alright, so now we need to decide what we want to build. Come down back to our habitat real quick. Should have looked at this before we came out there, but running around is fine. So we'll come over here to our screen. So what do we want to unlock first? So here gives us the regeneration chamber. This one will give us a fabricator. We are going to need to unlock that. A pistol, we'll need to do that one, and the recipe station. So we're going to do the recipe station for one if we can, and then the pistol for the other one. Hopefully they take the two different ones. If not, then we're going to need to do the storage. So we'll go between these three. Come over here. This one had the recipe, so this one's going to be the wolf frame. So we'll do these two over here for that. So that'll shoot both of those off, so we should be getting the shipment in from there. Then we'll do the titanium from this one right here, which is perfect. This will give us our gun. And then we're going to need our storage after that. Here we go. It's going to come in here, smelt it, and then head off to those. You can see they're taken off, so those are being delivered. Now, another way to deliver or to do these missions is with the points. So when we did the research or sent that research off, we had those points. So we got the little data points. So you can actually use data points to unlock them too. So this one needs 200 data points. You can use 60 of it and add those points in there, and that'll make it go up quicker. So you see how that's at 19. We can add these 60 points. Now bring it up to 81. So doing this research helps. You can get points from all different types of things. We're going to find a lot of items out here in the world that we can put in the research thing and get even more points. But as we're waiting, we're going to come and mine some of this stuff. And we're going to have to start heading over to our calcium spot and start doing it. We might actually head that way now and just refine this stuff on the way. And one of the reasons to go ahead and grab your food when you first come in is because, as you notice, after the rupture, the plants and everything are gone. So if you didn't have pick up any food or water at the beginning and you didn't have those food packets, you might be starving or getting very thirsty by now. So anytime it's green and you see those, go ahead and pick them up, because after the rupture, they go away for a little bit. Now the rupture does happen constantly, so we're going to have another rupture. I timed it out for real-time play. It's usually about 40 minutes to an hour sometimes. So it varies, but it ranges around 40 minutes each time.
Hey, Han?
I'd prefer it if you address me using my rank.
Don't you think that makes communication more difficult? There's only 4 of us here. Who are you trying to impress?
I'm not. I've worked hard for my rank.
By murdering people?
Among other things.
So, Han, how about taking a little break? That sounded like a yes to me. Great.
Right, so over here is our calcium area. So we're going to go ahead and start this mine up. There's 4 spots over here. We're going to need all 4 of them for this one. We're going to need to build our core first. So there is how far you can build with the core. Go ahead and build this. So you can kind of see the distance that it's going to go. We had another mining area over there, so maybe we can put the core over here. So we can reach that mine that's over there that I saw. And then you see we still got some more up that way too. But we have a drone right here. Let's grab this. So this is going to give us a damaged logic board. So that's going to be one of the items that we can put in the research thing up there to make it, to give us those points. Let's now go ahead and build our calcium mines here. You can see the world's coming back. Lights coming back up and everything. Then we get this nice common music. Alright, so the first shipment's already gone through. Just as we got the first mine going up, so our timeline's doing good. So we'll go claim that one and then set up the next shipment to be shipped out. I'm gonna grab
I
some
can use
of
this.
this while I'm here, though. So we're gonna need this to unlock the smelter for over here. Oh, wrong one. Go ahead and connect this to our main base as we're running back. We're not doing a whole bunch of running back and forth. Take this out as far as we can go. Alright, we'll just leave that there for now. So that'll be the line coming in from there. Let's head into our base here and collect this. Come in here, hit this one, claim. So now we got our recipe station. So next we're gonna need the map. So we're gonna go ahead and try to send that off. I think it's taking the same stuff. This one's about to be completed. So we might wait here, build our recipe station real quick. We've unlocked our second one now. So now we have our gun.
You've just
Definitely
unlocked
gonna
the
need that.
UPP-7. We hope it will help you better deal with the planet's dangers.
Huh. Good weapon. I used it back at the Academy. Why are you giving it to us? This is a peaceful mission.
Arcadia-7 still has some surprises left in store for you.
Come over here, we'll get us some ammo. We are going to need this one to go exploring. But now we have both of these empty, so let's go ahead and send off some more stuff. So we need the map and we need the containers unlocked. We have extra titanium here. So to unlock the containers, we're going to need the wolframite. So we'll grab that from over here. And then the map was right here. The map's going to need calcium ore. So that's what we're bringing in from there. So we're going to have to change this line to do the calcium ore. Or we can build another 2 launchers. We can technically launch them from down there. So we might do that. That'll give us the map of what other one did we need then. Let's go check. I wish I could build a screen over there so you don't have to keep running back and forth. But maybe that's why they want you to run back and forth. So we're also going to need to unlock or get some more candy. So that one needs calcium. We're about to do that in a minute. We got grenades over here. So we'll try to look at the fabricator or the regeneration chamber. Which one of those need the titanium? Okay, that needs wolframite. This one needs titanium. So we'll do this one. This should give us the fabricator. Let's build us another 3 more launchers right here. We can get rid of this line. No, we can't get rid of this line yet. We're gonna lose power when we do this. Oh, I need more candies too. Oopies. Should be able to get this a lot quicker, easier now. We're on halt here because we have no power. Power's right here. Now we're back in cooking again. Finish building these 2 launchers and then we'll get this stuff powered up. Go. Power should be coming up. Or those 2 launchers actually added more labor to our power grid. Now we just need more power. I'll add it down here. I'm going to try to make the power actually more down on that one. So we can try to save our space over here for the rest of the stuff we need to build. Then we're going to send these off. Which was it? This one? No, this one. So bring the calcium down this way. Get up our map. We should see them coming here soon. We're going to have to grab more calcium because in our recipe station down here, to unlock calcium blocks, we're going to have to unlock this. So we're going to need 1,000 calcium ore. So we're going to have to go down there and either mine the calcium, which takes forever, or we can take them out of the actual mines themselves. Why not have this connected? Come down here. I might not. I thought I did. Let's come down here and see what's going on. Here we go. Now we're connected. Probably why we didn't have the power up down there too. Now all this will get sent that way. start getting those shipped off. We'll go and explore some of this area around here. We don't have the map, so I don't want to go too far. We do have a light if we need it, but it takes up energy. To get that energy, you have to kill enemies.
Interesting fungus.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Or ruins your kidneys. We won't know until you try it.
Got a dead body down here. So you can see these little jellyfishy thingies coming around off of them. So we got natural chew.
Let's see.
And we got some war bonds. Go. I don't know if the dead bodies spawn in the same place for all of them. They might be randomized as the game goes through. I don't know. Haven't gotten really that far into the bodies and had so many playthroughs where I've seen if they spawn in the same spot or not. And I think the same thing with some of the plants. I don't know if they spawn in the same area or in the exact same spot each time either. That'd be some type of research to do later on. Again, this is all early access, so there's a lot more coming to the game. But so far, it's actually a really good, solid game as it sits now. Just some of the bugs, but again, I haven't really dealt with many of the bugs. We had that window issue, but as you can see that it's already fixed. So once you leave, it fixes itself. And that's not really a big game-breaking bug, I don't feel at this time. I've had a couple of freezes, but nothing that completely
I need to survive.
killed the game. So I'd freeze for a few seconds and then it comes back. And then of course I get a screen glitch every now and then. But again, this is early access, so some of that stuff is a little expected.
Acquired.
There is some
Yes.
there is lore and kind of a story with the game. I'm not going to go with I'm not going to dive too far into that, just because sometimes game story does change once the game gets going further. I'll probably actually do a real lore and game story once the full game comes out, so we're not really spoiling it for everybody else. So again, there'll be some spots in it where we're going to have message pads and stuff like that. Some I might read if I think they're interesting or funny. Some I might just ignore. So let me know what you guys think about that, if I should try to get into the game lore. But like I said, it's early access and a lot of times that stuff changes. So I really wasn't trying to get too far into it. We get some enemies up here, some vermin. You can see how the combat comes on here. We got some down there and some up here. So these little blue guys, they'll explode and then they'll poison you. So you want to make sure you kind of shoot them from afar. Like that.
Threat eliminated. What was that?
They're vermin, the main threat on this planet.
What do you mean, main?
Most of the people that arrived on Arcadia-7 were eliminated by these creatures. Natural disasters you can prepare for, but vermin are a bit more unpredictable.
Why weren't we told about them?
The IRO imposed a TS9 top-secret clause on their existence. They made very sure no one ever found out about them. Aside from high-ranking officials, only people sent directly to the planet have ever learned of their existence.
Claywood was here. You should have told us. You knew. Eliminated.
Alright, so that gives you more backstory about the vermin. sometimes these will drop little gooey thingies, and you can use them in the research to grab more research points. So the pistol's not
Changing
that
mags.
good. There are going to be more weapons that we can actually upgrade to. The pistol's better than nothing. And you do have double jump, so you can jump off a cliff like that, do a double jump, and then you'll get down here a lot safer.
Congratulations.
Here.
Clever Robotics has received its order. A reward for fulfilling the order is waiting for you in the terminal.
So now we got delivered another thing, so let's go ahead and head back that way so we can go claim that reward. The robotics one, so I think we got storage now. I remember if that one's that went to that. Okay, so yep, we got storage.
The Selenian Corporation thanks you for your shipment. Your rewards are waiting in the corporate terminal.
Alright, got an next reward out. Let's go ahead and build us our storage first. Build them right here. So we can build 3 storages like that. Put our raw ore down here on the bottom. I'll put our food right here. Now you can name these. So if we come down here, you come up here and click on that. You can name them ore. This one's going to be a miscellaneous. We'll put our war bonds in there. Put ammo in there if we need ammo in there. This stuff we're going to research with some more food. The research in here, so we got our damage logic board. That'll give us 400.
Data collected.
Then this is the little thing we got from one of the creatures. That'll give us 55. So now we got 455. Claim this one. So now we got the fabricator. And we're almost done with the map. So next thing we need to unlock, might want to try to unlock the grenades. And then the regeneration chamber. I think those take the normal ores. And then these we're going to have to start getting into the fabricating stuff. Storage depot. We're definitely going to need to work on that. And then these we'll put in when we build this, I think. Or it might be this one. So when we build this one, we can put in the LEM chips. And that'll give us more enhancements. But that's a long ways away. So let's go ahead and send these next 2 off. But now when we get to these, so you see there's 2 of them. We only need to choose 1. These will give them out +1, but if we change them into titanium rods, we'll get +5 out. So that one still gets wolframites. We'll put that one and these over here. And then we can go ahead and build the titanium rods. That'll go with this station right here. That'll be in our fabricator.
Chris, as an astrophysicist, you must be intrigued by how Ruptura behaves.
Of course. If we understand the processes occurring inside it, we will deepen our understanding of the universe.
Gonna come out of the smelter, come in this way. This way is gonna come into the fabricator. And then we're gonna come right back out this way. Coming out of the fabricator this way. And this is going to tie right back up into there. Might move this over. I don't know if we're going to need any more of the raw ores, but that's why I got that split there for now. I always change that later. So now we'll come in here to the fabricator. Build us some titanium rods. That should be shipped from there. And then these are going to go up into this one to be shipped off. So it was this one. We'll ship off the rods. Now we'll get these to go a little bit quicker. Instead of the +1, we'll have the +5. We have those coming in. That should be almost done. I'm going to need to go down there and grab that so we can unlock the blocks, the calcium blocks. Let me put some of this stuff away. And now with our fabricator, we have a lot more stuff we have to unlock in here. So we're going to have beams, plates, and all this stuff. So this is kind of like the research tree. And then again, we're going to have to upgrade our printer. We can do power cells, and then these are going to be to build even more different building materials later on. We got these 3 going. So this one's going to give us a regeneration chamber. This one's going to give us an inventory upgrade. And this one's going to give us our map, which we should have here in a few minutes. Alright, so let's go ahead and I'll grab some of this calcium down here. No matter, some of it's still being shipped off for that, but I think that should be fine.
Great work. The Moon Energy Corporation received its order. You can claim your rightful reward as usual in the corporate terminal. They are very happy with your services.
Did the next upgrade. That was the map. Yep. So now we got the map.
You have successfully unlocked the geolocation service of structural and topological imaging.
You mean a map?
If you insist on using such primitive language, go ahead.
So now we need to go into sheets and blocks built to get the next thing for the Moon Energy. We can get more rods. We'd have to reroute and put the rods in over here. This one can use Wolframite or the wire. You can always reroute that over here too. I want to keep with the calcium. So these are going to stay idle for a minute while we finish upgrading the smelter. So we can put the smelter and the fabricator down there for that. So I think I'm halfway there already. Oh, more than halfway. So one more trip down there to get 100 from each of those should get it, so we can unlock that, and then we'll go down there and build that, and then start sending the sheets down. Yep, that's unlocked. So now we can do the calcium block, and then we can use the fabricator to put them back to sheets. I think we need to unlock the sheets. I don't see them down here, so we'll see if we can. So now the titanium sheets, we'll need to unlock those. I don't know if we have to unlock the calcium sheets. If not, the blocks will work too. So for that, we're going to need some more candy, I think. Let's go grab a load from each of these mines. We're going to have to build up these mines too to help with the process a little bit more.
Great work. Future Health Solutions is now receiving all requested items. New rewards and tasks are waiting for you in the terminal.
Yippee! Now we got the regeneration chamber. We'll take that. And put that up here. This is just like the one we had in the ship up there.
Your printing point has been updated. When you happen to die, I will send your mind here, and this is where your sleeve will be printed.
When?
Apologies, if you happen to die.
Alright, so now that we got that done, we'll go down there and build the smelter for the calcium. And since we have the map now, we hit M, we have the map, and we can see where we've gone to. So that's the lander, what we came from. Here's our base. Calcium base is over here. There's another drone wreckage over there, and then we have an unknown location over here. And also, if you look over that way, you see that little tower right there? That'll give us a bigger update of the map. But we'll worry about that later. Let's just finish getting this done, and that might be it where we're getting to with this episode. Make it these Y intersections because it seems to run a little bit smoother. So this acts like a stop sign. So if you have one coming in this way, you're gonna each have one go through, but it seems like if I put it in like this, it kind of smooths together a little bit easier. But it might not make any type of difference.
Biologist, as an expert in that field, you must find the vermin interesting.
I find them terrifying.
They're just animals.
They've evolved and survived in extreme conditions. They understand Arcadia much better than we do.
We'll be the ones that conquer it in the end.
Ruptura activity detected. I recommend finding a safe place.
So that'll do our calcium sheets. Should be able to get this all started before that comes. So do blocks. So these will ship blocks down to here. Then we'll do sheets and then we can ship them back out. We might not need this intersection right here. I might change it later. So I don't know if we're gonna need the raw ores anymore. Kind of see how they're banging up there. But let's come down here and unlock this. So this is getting through while we're waiting for the rupture. See, it's getting big down there. Still got time. It's still a little sunny out. I'll get darker here. I might get brighter. Come over here. These need to do that. Those out. So this one's waiting. It's connected to the wolframite. So we can do more wolframite, or we can upgrade to that. I was doing the calcium. And these will do either one of those or one of those. So we're gonna have to wait to get the fabricator for that. But let's go ahead and get in here. The wave coming 13, 12. We're gonna make it. Head on up to our viewing station.
Raptura's core is unstable. Head to safety immediately. The planet is being incinerated.
Alright, but I think that's where we're going to end this one here. So yeah, we're about an hour and 30 in game time. So that makes sense. About every 45 minutes we get a rupture. Or rupture. But that's where we're going to end it on this episode. Let me know what you're thinking of this and the solo play. Does it have a multiplayer function? If I can find some people that wants to play it like that, we might try that out too. But thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoy this, and we'll see you next time.
Planetary temperature within acceptable parameters.